back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm devoting a whole video to making stuffed potato bread. So the first thing we have to do, we have to take our potatoes that we already have washed and cut, and we're going to cook them on the stove for about 35 minutes until they get to like a mushy consistency. So what we're gonna stuff the potato bread with is vegan nacho cheese and spinach, and we're gonna cook our potatoes and carrots on top of the stove, and that is what is going to consist of our nacho cheese. But if you want to know how to completely make nacho cheese, I have devoted a whole nother video to vegan nacho cheese, so please watch that, and I'll link it in the video right here. So I'm going to show you how I boil the potatoes for the potato bread and how I boil the carrots and potatoes for the vegan nacho cheese. So the potatoes have been cooking for about 45 minutes now. They're at a mushy consistency. I just have to mush them down a little bit. But what we're going to add to make the stuffed potatoes is oat milk, soy-free butter, some self-rising flour, some fast-acting yeast, and then our seasonings, sea salt, onion powder, and garlic powder, and then we're going to add water as we go to make sure it's at a good consistency. So the first thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to mash up these potatoes now that they're done, and then in the saucepan I'm going to add the milk and our seasonings, and then we're going to combine all of that into this bowl with our flour and our yeast. So let me show you. So we didn't want the sauce to get too hot, so we're going to add it to the potatoes that we have sitting on the counter, and then we're going to let it cool down before we add the yeast, because we don't want it to be too hot because it will kill off the yeast or the yeast won't work properly. So I'm about to add this mixture, let it cool for about 30 minutes, and then come back and add the flour and yeast. So the potatoes and carrots are done boiling. So now we're going to drain the juice off them, and we're going to add our seasonings and our vegetable broth and milk into this blender to make our nacho cheese. The only thing that we're doing different this time is that we're going to add some jalapeno juice to give it that spice, that kick. And I told y'all before, I cannot handle spicy food, but I love it. So that's why we're adding it into it, because I'm going to love this little stuffed potato that we're about to do. Now the potatoes are cool and it won't kill off the yeast, we're going to add our butter, our yeast, and our self-rising flour, and then we're going to knead the dough and let it sit for about 2 hours, and then we're going to make our little stuffed potatoes. So y'all, the dough has been sitting for 2 hours now. It has completely risen, rose, whatever you want to call it. But we're going to take this dough out, make them into little bitty balls, cook it on 350 degrees for 35 minutes. Y'all, so the little potato bread buns, whatever you want to call them, they came out good, y'all. So we had to add a little bit extra flour to get them a little bit more fluffy. But now we're about to stuff it with the nacho cheese, the vegan nacho cheese, and spinach. We already got the spinach cooking. And then we're going to put them back in the oven for about 5 minutes. Put a little bit of butter, or a little bit of parsley, y'all, and it's going, y'all gonna see it. It's gonna look good. Y'all, these stuffed potato breads came out so good. Do y'all see this final product? Do y'all see this? We ain't even professional chefs, you know, we amateurs at this point. But yeah, this came out really, really good. It's hot, but tastes real good. Yeah, if y'all like these videos, please add a comment in the comment section. But thank you so much. Join the family. We appreciate you, and I love you. Have a great day.